And today our group wants to present about our favorite philosopher and the discussions on the philosophy linked to the framework. In this presentation, the points we discuss about Rukun Negara and philosopher of Tunku Abdul Rahman. In addition, this presentation will also talk about philosophers' ideas and
Hi, I'm Mason. I'm like to explaining about our philosophy of Rukun Negara. The principle of the Rukun Negara is formulated by the National Consultative Council with together headed by our second Prime Minister Tun Abdul Razak at 31st August 1970. The purpose of formation of these national principles are to create the unity of various races in Malaysia after the riots of the different races made at 13th 1969 in Malaysia. That riots happened had proven the Malaysia racial issues and stability are fragile. We are admitting that Rukun Negara was important to our country in Malaysia. Rukun Negara was created to meet its purpose of unity of various races in Malaysia and prevent the riots of races happen again in country. I would like to explain about each of the Rukun Negara. The first, belief in God. Nation and the state was created based on the strong belief in God. It would make the supreme country or nation through this religion belief. The federal constitution declared that Islam is the official religion, but other religion and beliefs can be practiced in freedom and trend equality. The second is loyalty to king and country. Basically, Malaysia practices a system of constitutional monarchy and parliamentary democracy with the head of state is Majesty the King. The element means that every citizen should be devoted, faithful, honest and sincere to His Majesty the Yang di-Pertuan Agong. The next is the supremacy of constitution. The principle pressing need for people to accept, obey and defend the constitution of the country or glory. Constitution is the highest level legal resource. Its function to provide protection to every citizen of this country because of their privileges and rights as a citizen in this country. The Malaysia citizens are required to respect, appreciate and understand the history and contents of the definitions of the Constitution. The fourth, the rule of law. Justice based on the rule of law where all citizens equal before the law in our country legally. State law based on the Constitution. Without the law, social and state life is not peaceful and stable. By the laws, the country are guaranteed by an independent judiciary and competent. Every country needs law to regulate and create peaceful prosperity and stability in society. And the last of the Rukun Negara is the courtesy and morality. Individual nature of the courtesy and manners are the most important and meaningful in the elements of relationship with other various races within the country. Attitude of courtesy and manners should be taught and practiced to develop the individual as well. High discipline and morality that will help create harmonies in the society. Conduct, hate and condemn this behavior or act arrogant or offend any person of class. Polite behavior within a person contains the high degree of the morality in life. And finally, these principles are intended to shape Malaysians into a liberal, law-abiding, God-fearing people who thrive in a happy, fair and peaceful society. The people of this country believe that Wealth should be divided equally among the people, and they are willing to lay down their life to protect these beliefs and the rule of their wise supreme ruler. If a nation possesses all or most these qualities as well modern science and technology as tools for their own physical, social, economic development, people can expect their country to last for a very long period. These are the unquestionably and realistic goals intended to bring Malaysia's population, who came from range of ethnic and cultural backgrounds, together. Thank you.
The reason why we have chosen Tun Abdul Rahman as our philosopher is because he is known by many for his achievement towards the country itself. Not only that, he was a national leader as he had his vision and presumption to prioritize the country on attaining independence. Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Hal Haji Ibni Almarhum Sultan Abdul Hamid Halim Shah, February 8, 1903 December 6, 1990 was a Malaysia statesman and lawyer who served as the first Prime Minister of Malaysia and the head of government of its predecessor states. Tunku Abdul Rahman was born on February 8, 1903 at Istana Pelamin Palace in Alostar, Kedah. The seventh son and one of 45 children of Sultan Abdul Hamid Halim Shah, the 26th ruler of the Kedah Sultanate. Tunku's mother was Chi Menjelara Nuaweng Nandanagora, a Thai and the sixth wife of Sultan Abdul Hamid. She was the daughter of Luang Naraborira Club Nandanang, a district officer in Thailand. At the time, cholera and malaria were very common all over Kedah, and at least two of Tunku's brother and his older sister died from cholera, while himself suffered from intermittent attacks of malaria until he left for London in 1920. He received early education at the Alostar Malay Primary School before furthering his studies at the Government English School, Sultan Abdul Hamid College. His fellow siblings were later sent by his parents to Disperance School in Bangkok. He returned home in 1915 to continue his education at the Penang Free School. When Tunku was 17, he won the Kedah State Government scholarships to further his study at Cambridge University and graduated with a bachelor degree of arts in law and history in 1992. Tunku was invited to accept the chairmanship of the Kedah branch of UMNO, the political party which had been formed by Dato' Onn bin Jaafar. He was the first Chief Minister of Federation of Malaya from 1955 to 1957. He supervised the independence process that culminated on August 31, 1957. As Malaya's first Prime Minister, he dominated politics there for the next 13 years. In 1963, he successfully incorporated the Federation of Malaya, British North Borneo, renamed Sabah and Sarawak, and Singapore into the state of Malaysia.
Point 2 of topic Philosopher Idea 2. Plato Philosophy. Basically, justice is the middle road between being selfless and selfish. Plato believed that while one should pursue their own desire, it is essential to have those around them flourish. To summarize, the Plato believed a happy person has principles and stick to them. Tunku Abdul Rahman includes a concept known as Pillars of Nation, was proposed and was later incorporated into the Rukun Negara. The pillars include kebahagiaan, well-being that have in Plato principles, for which It was believed by Tunku Abdul Rahman that is to live in a peace and harmony country that have different religion, races, and culture. We need to make a consideration and always tolerate between Malaysian people. Tunku Abdul Rahman also believed with his own principle and stick to them. That is, in order to make a family in an organization, the leader of the family need to have their own way of leading method. As we know, Brunei and Singapore are not in Malaysia anymore, but the brotherhood and friendship that remain until nowadays that make the cooperation of investment will make our country get the profit for the goodness of our country.
Tun Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Haj, also known as Tunku Abdul Rahman, was a national builder who united the people of Malaya and led the movement for independence from British rule. He sacrificed his career to lead UMNO and stood up against the Malayan Union for the unity of the Malay people. He is known as the father of peace and unity for his attitude of loving peace and his unity for his willingness to accept challenges for the national unity. As an example of his commitment to peace, he attended the negotiations with the Malayan Communist Party in 1955. He successfully united Malaysians and achieved independence for Malaya, showing his willingness to sacrifice for the country and solve political problems.
Hello, my name is Nur Hafiza binti Liberty and my ID number is 2022-04D40001. In conclusion, this has discussed about the Rukun Negara and the philosophy of Tunku Abdul Rahman, which is known by all groups of people. In his philosophy, he emphasized the young generation to build national unity. This is so because to appreciate the struggle of the previous people who fought to gain independence. In addition, Tunku Abdul Rahman is also firmly committed to making the community a happy family with leaders having their own leadership methods. Furthermore, Tunku Abdul Rahman dared to oppose the British in the Malayan Union, meeting without fearing the challenge and obstacle he will face in the future. Therefore, we must carry out our respective responsibility in maintaining national unity.